हेलो गाइज वेलकम टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल। प्रीवियस क्लास रे आमे जोठु छाड़िथिलु सेठिरे आमे आज यह स्टार्ट करिबा। एटा होछि हमर आजिर लास्ट पार्ट फिजिक्स रो। सो प्लीज सब्सक्राइब टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल एंड लाइक शेयर एंड कमेंट। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, an instrument used in aircraft measuring altitude is called altimeter. An instrument used to measure strength of the electric current is called ammeter. An instrument to measure speed, direction, pressure of the winds is called anemometer. Next, an instrument used to measure difference in heating is called audiometer. An instrument to measure the weight and density of air of other gas is called aerometer. An instrument used in restore of electrical energy is called accumulator. Next, an instrument used to measure infrared or heating radiation, bolometer. An optical instrument used for magnified view of distant object is called binocular. An aperture used for charging air with petrol vapors in an internal combustion engine is called carburetor. An instrument used for tracing movement of heart, cardiogram. A clock that keeps very accurate time and determines longitude of a vessel at sea है chronometer. An instrument used for measuring growth in plant, crescographs. A device that measure low temperature is called gyrometer. An instrument used to measuring angle of dip is called dip circle. An instrument used for measuring electrical potential difference is called electrometer. Next, an instrument is used for detecting the presence of electric charge is called electroscope. An instrument used for examine internal part of body, endoscope. An instrument used for measuring depth of ocean is called bathymeter. An instrument used for the measuring electric current of low magnitude is called galvanometer. An instrument used for relative density of liquid is called hydrometer. A microphone designed to be used underwater for recording or listening to underwater sound है hydrophone. Next, an instrument used for relative density of milk is called lactometer. A device used to measure atmospheric pressure है manometer. An instrument used for magnified view of very small object is called microscope. An instrument attached to the wheel of a vehicle to measure distance transfer है odometer. The instrument for testing a refractive power of eye is called optometer. An instrument designed for visual examination of the eardrums is called otoscope. An instrument used in aircraft indicating airspeed is called Mach meter. An instrument used for comparing the luminous intensity of two sources of light is called photometer. An instrument used for reproducing sound है phonograph. An instrument used for measuring solar radiation is called pieheliometer. An instrument used for taking angular measurement of altitude in astronomy and navigation is called quadrant. An instrument used for measuring rainfall is called rain gauge. An instrument used for measuring a refractive index of a substance is called refractometer. An instrument used for measuring angular distance between two objects is called sextant. Next, an instrument used for measuring speed of the vehicle is called speedometer. Next, a device that automatically regulates constant temperature is called thermostat. An instrument used for magnified view of distant object is called telescope. An instrument used for measuring potential difference between 2 points is called voltmeter. A small scale calibrated to indicate fractional division of the main scale is called Vernier scale. Next, instrument used for measuring velocity is called viscometer. Next, inventor related to device and equipment. Who was invented adding machine? Bisi Pascal in 1642. Who was inventor of aeroplane? Right answer is Wright brother in 1903. Who was the inventor of air conditioning? AC किए discover करले William Carriage in 1902. Who was inventor of aeroplane jet engine? Right answer is Hans von Homen and Sir Frank Whiter in 1939. Who was the inventor of airship? Non-rigid. Henry Girard in 1852. Who was the inventor of ballpoint pen? Right answer is John J. Loud in 1888. Who was the inventor of barometer? Evangelista Terricelia in 1664. Who was inventor of battery electric? Alessandro Volta in 1800. Next, who was the inventor of bicycle? Carl Patrick Macmillan in 1839-40. Who was the inventor of bifocal lens? Benjamin Franklin in 1780. Who was the inventor of camera? Kodak. Walker Eastman in 1888. Next, who was the inventor of car? Steam. Right answer is Nicholas Joseph Carnot in 1769. Who was the inventor of car? Petrol. स्टीम रे चलवाटा निकोलास जोसेफ कार डिस्कवर करथिले और पेट्रोल कार्ल बेंच 1888 रे करथिले. हु वाज द इन्वेंटर ऑफ कार्ब्यूरेटर? राइट आंसर इज गोटली डायलर 1876. हु वाज द इन्वेंटर ऑफ सीमेंट? जोसेफ ऑस्पिडिन इन 1824. हु वाज द इन्वेंटर ऑफ कंप्यूटर? लैपटॉप है Sinclair in 1987. Who was the inventor of computer? Mini computer digital core in 1916. Who was the inventor of diesel engine? Rudolf Diesel in 1895. Next, who was the inventor of dynamo? Michael Faraday 1820. Who was the inventor of electric lamp? Thomas Alva Edison in 1879. Who was the inventor of electric motor? DC. Genoud Graham 1873. Inventor of electric motor AC. Alternative current Nikola Tesla 1888. Who was the inventor of fiber optics? Narinder Singh Kopayani in 1955. Who was the inventor of film moving outlines? Louis Prince in 1885. Who was the inventor of films talking? କଥା କହିବା ସେଟା ହେଲା only animation. ଲୁଇସ୍ ପ୍ରିନ୍ସଟା ଯେଉଁ କରିଥିଲେ 1885 ଏଇଟା ହେଲା ଭଏସ୍ ଆସିଥିବା ଜେ ଇଞ୍ଚ ଜେ ମସଲ୍ସ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଏଚ୍ ଭୋଲ୍ଟ ଇନ୍ 1922. Who was the inventor of galvanometer? Andrew Marie Ampere in 1834. Who was the inventor of gramophones? Thomas Alva Edison in 1887. Gramophone ହେଲା थॉमस एडिसन डिस्कवर करते 1878. हु वाज द इन्वेंटर ऑफ हेलिकॉप्टर? हेलिकॉप्टर किए डिस्कवर करते 18 ओहेम मिचेन इन 1924. नेक्स्ट, हु वाज द इन्वेंटर ऑफ जेट इंजिन? सार फ्रॉम वाइटलर इन 1939. हु वाज द इन्वेंटर ऑफ लेजर? थियोडोर म्यामन इन 1966 रे लेजर डिस्कवर होता. हु वाज द इन्वेंटर ऑफ लिफ्ट? मेकानिकल रहला एलिसा जी ओटिस 1852. हु वाज द इन्वेंटर ऑफ लाउड स्पीकर? हॉरेंस शॉर्ट्स 1900 लाउड स्पीकर डिस्कवर करते. हु वाज द इन्वेंटर ऑफ माइक्रोफोन है एलेक्जेंडर ग्राहम बेल 1876. हु वाज द इन्वेंटर ऑफ माइक्रोस्कोप? जेड जोनेस इन 1590. कंप्यूटर रो सेटा माइक्रोफोन एटा है इलेक्ट्रिकल माइक्रोफोन है रस्का क्नोल इन 1931 रे करथिले. हु वाज द इन्वेंटर ऑफ माइक्रो ओवेन है पेरी पर्सिले बोरन स्पेंसर इन 1947. नेक्स्ट, हु वाज द इन्वेंटर ऑफ मोटरसाइकिल? जी डालियमर इन 1885. हु वाज द इन्वेंटर ऑफ न्यूट्रॉन बॉम्ब? सामुएल कोहेन इन 1958. हु वाज द इन्वेंटर ऑफ रेडियम? मेरी एंड पेरी क्यूरी इन 1898. Who was the inventor of radar? E. H. Taylor and Lee C. Young in 1922. Who was the inventor of radio telegraphy? Right answer is Dr. Mohanlal Loomis in 1865. Next, 64. Who was the inventor of radio telegraphy transatlantic? G. Marconi 1901. Who was the inventor of refrigerator? James Harrison and Alexander Catlin in 1850. Who was the inventor of safety pins? Walter Hunt in 1849. Who was the inventor of ship steam रे चलीबाला? IC period in 1775. Who was the inventor of ship turbine रे चलीबाला? Hans R. C. Parson in 1894. Who was the inventor of steam engine? Thomas Slavery in 1698. Who was the inventor of steam engine? Piston रहला Thomas Newcomb in 1712. Who was the inventor of steam engine condenser रहला James Watt 1765. Next, who was the inventor of stethoscope? Lienans in 1819. Who was the inventor of supercomputer? J. H. von Tessel in 1976. Who was the inventor of tank? Sir Amos D. Swinton in 1914. Who was the inventor of telegraph? M. Lamode in 1787. Who was the inventor of telephone cellular? Bell Labs in 1947. Next, who was the inventor of telephone imperfect? Antonio Musisi in 1849. Who was the inventor of telephone परफेक्टेड अलेक्जेंडर ग्राहम बेल 1876 रे कहते। हु वाज द इन्वेंटर्स टेलीस्कोप? राइट आंसर इज हॉन्स लिपेसी इन 1608. Who was the inventor of television? Mechanical. John Logie Baird 1926 रे. Who was the inventor of television? Electronic. P.T. Farnsworth in 1927. Next. Who was the inventor of television? Color. John Logie Baird in 1928. Who was the inverse transformer? Michael Faraday in 1831. Who was the inventor of transistor? Bardeen, Shockley and Batten in 1948. Who was the inventor of radar? Heinrich Hertz in 1935. Who was the inventor of video tape radio? Charles Ginsburg in 1956. Next. Who was the inventor of watch? Right answer is Bartholomew Manfred in 1462. Who was the inventor of wireless telegraphy radio? Guglielmo Marconi in 1895. Who was the inventor of X-ray? Wilhelm Conrad in Roentgen. ଏତିକିରେ ଆମର ଫିଜିକ୍ସ ସରିଲା। ପ୍ଲିଜ୍ ସବସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍ ଟୁ ମାଇ ୟୁଟ୍ୟୁବ୍ ଚ୍ୟାନେଲ୍। ଆଗକୁ ଯେଉଁ କ୍ଲାସ୍ ଆସିବ ମୁଁ ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କୁ ଜଣେଇଦେବି। ସୋ ପ୍ଲିଜ୍ ସବସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍ ଟୁ ମାଇ ୟୁଟ୍ୟୁବ୍ ଚ୍ୟାନେଲ୍, ଲାଇକ୍ ସେୟାର୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ କମେଣ୍ଟ। ଆଉ ମୁଁ ଟୋଟାଲ୍ ଯେତେ ସବୁ କ୍ଲାସ୍ ହେଇଛି ତାହାର PDF ସବୁ ମଧ୍ୟ ମୁଁ ଟେଲିଗ୍ରାମରେ କେବେ ଗୋଟେ ଦେଖିକି ଟୋଟାଲ୍ PDFଟା ମୁଁ ଅପଲୋଡ଼ କରିଦେବି। ସେଇପାଇଁ ଆପଣମାନେ ଟେଲିଗ୍ରାମ ଗ୍ରୁପରେ ଡିସ୍କ୍ରିପସନ୍ ତଳେ ଅଛି, ସେଥିରେ ଜଏନ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ। ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ୟୁ ସୋ ମଚ୍।